I thought I'd start today with the name of another tarot reader who I just discovered this morning, and I think he's great. And it's the Unknown Truth. He does very concise, long but quick, a good general reading. Not as sort of, mine's a bit more rambling and blurred at the edges, but I think, I don't know, I found him good. He says it's a general read, and I think that's true. It informs the tone. It's a huge channel. But there are things about him I admire, particularly the speed, because it just makes me look like I'm in slow motion. I don't know if I can speed it up. I don't know if I need to, but I thought The Untold Truth was a really nice jumping off point. So let's jump in. Jump in for your love. I think that's the Pointer Sisters have a good version of a song of that title. Jump in. King of Wands. You know, King of Wands would jump in. Wands are action-taking, inspired. He's attracted to something and inspired to take action. He, she, they. Could be a fire sign. Certainly embodies that fire energy of purposeful, inspired, intuitive action. You know, it's not thought out so much as just sensed. You know, I think Wands energy is very sensual. It can be sexual energy, that kind of attraction. But here I'm just getting somebody who's on fire for some kind of cause or purpose. They know where they're going. Four of Swords, perhaps after healing, or they've healed something in their mental state. Perhaps a hurt, perhaps a tendency to overthink, and now that overthinking is replaced by doing it. Swords are cerebral energy about planning and analysis and speech, clarity, but swords can be a more objective energy. I stand back, and four in particular shows somebody in retreat. In order to heal. Six of Wands, this is successful. You know, it's like hitting the bullseye. Moving right toward this sweet nectar of I mean, it's spot on. Toward the sweet nectar. Knowing where it is and what to do once you get there. You know, knowing where it is, being drawn in by the scent, by the color, by these sensual elements of attributes of Wands energy. It's almost like this person can already taste the sweetness of a situation of an action or a situation that has been successful or is going to be successful. It's moving toward its fulfillment now. Wands can indicate direction, movement. Magician, towards something, somebody, I think this King of Wands, has manifested. They've used all the energies. And I don't know if they're really shown here, but in traditional Rider-Waite, the sword, the cup, the wand, and the pentacle are all on the magician's table. This person is, I mean, really, this guy is, they're amazing. They are amazing. They're taking this purposeful, intuitive, driven by intuition, forward movement toward the thing they've manifested, and they have manifested the fire within themselves. They're lit up. King of Swords. It might be they're moving toward an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It might be that this King of Wands is also a King of Swords, who somehow was able to manifest this forward movement, turn into King of Wands. This is a feminine King of Swords. Gender doesn't matter, but there's a bit of a sense of switching back and forth, either between these two people or these two energies. It's these two people, bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. You know, this guy, he, she, or they, is marching toward Four of Wands, the destination, the stable place. Fours indicate stability. So although it's fire energy, which can be impulsive and even erratic in the Knight of Wands especially, this is King of Wands. You know how he's marching right toward it. You know, he's not marching away from it. And Knight of Wands would be marching there and marching back, or maybe, you know, laterally moving. This guy is like, not beelining it, but you know, same idea. Hummingbird, homing in on the flower. I think this guy is on the move. On the move, Wands energy, movement, direction, toward Four of Cups, toward Four of Wands. This can be a reunion, whatever it is. It's stable and it's passionate, or it's passionate but it's stable passion. I mean, it's almost like you could scramble it any way and you come up with, we land in Four of Wands. A reunion place. You know, it's an important relationship. You're both moving in the same direction, but there's an action taker. There's a manifester. The Magician is Virgo, Gemini, the earth energy and the air energy. And here you have air. You know, somebody I think it's not haphazard. They may be King of Wands, but they've thought about it a long time and analyzed it. What do I want to manifest? Why? All those questions. Now coming to ground, sort of like the energy of the lightning bolt, the epiphany, the idea, coming to ground, coming into 3D, coming in to 3D. Taking that action in the direction of Four of Wands with intention. Temperance, in divine timing. Also a fire sign, Sagittarius. Sorry, I keep holding it. You know, Sag is a card of healing. So we have 2 cards of healing on the board. And if one of you is a fire sign and the other is a King of Swords, King of Wands, King of Swords, it doesn't mean that's your sun sign, or even your moon or your rising sign. It means you're in that energy of forward movement, in that energy of King of Swords. Both are action-taking energy. There's something here about the hemline. And I don't think it's being unraveled, this straight, linear star energies. This could be an Aquarius. I think it's in the process, you know, in the process of moving toward this 4 of Wands, but it's gonna land in pretty fast. Wands are fast energy. Temperance in divine timing. That's on Magician. Balanced movement, Wands energy. In divine timing, hitting the bullseye, already in flight, successfully tapping into, you know, as the hummingbird taps into the nectar. Okay, Hierophant, clarifying 4 of Wands, and then, oh wow, I flipped the deck. I thought I'd flipped the deck. Anyways, there's one on top that I'm going to take in a minute. Hierophant that, you know, higher a level of commitment. Hierophant is about, can be about hierarchy. But this is somebody taking the lesson from their higher power. See the little person and the owl, the teacher. Hierophant has that energy also. So we have a card of higher commitment, possibly even marriage. This person, this King of Wands, is taking direction from their higher power and on the move, trusting it, believing in it, inspired by it, making it their own. On 4 of Wands, we have 8 of Wands. It can be back and forth communication. It can be travel. It's something on the move. And it might indicate that back and forth energy is both people on the move toward this common destination for some sort of reunion. And I think that'll be perhaps even the topic of the next conversation, in Wands energy. This is a very fiery, action-taking, you know, I think the period of suspension, which 4 of Swords can be, you know, to reflect on something, to heal through a different kind of mental energy. It's like through dreams or through receiving messages. These flowers, these feathers, you know, the messages from, because this owl is in the process of writing them down. It's right next to these flowers. I mean, I didn't intend that, but that was like a slip of the tongue. And I'm also getting the, you know, hummingbirds have the very long beaks and a very long tongue inside. in order to access the sweetness. Eight of Pentacles on Six of Wands. I think this is something somebody's been working on a long time. Pentacles speak to time and work and the energy you put into something. And in this case, it's into transformation. That butterfly. It's interesting because it seems to be popping out of her chest. And it seems like in her hand is a wand. And the butterfly also looks to me like a fish. Water energy. Something about transforming love. We don't have Cups energy on the board, which surprises me. Tell us about the Cups energy, this, connection. Seven of Cups. I had written down here a long time ago, Seven of Cups is a choice being made, really. Because see, again, that wand in Cups energy, choosing one, choosing somebody. So the choice is paramount. And I think for some reason I put it on Eight of Wands. Choosing to communicate, choosing to get on with it. Choosing to travel to this destination. Choosing to communicate. One more on Temperance. One more Popper. Most people shuffle faster. I'm a Virgo. My work is Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, wow. This is a whole story. Queen of Pentacles. The one who's stable. And the one to whom somebody else, it seems to me, would travel. She's abundant. She, he, they. She's an earth sign. She's the one who has done the work of transformation. That Eight of Pentacles with all the butterflies. Done the work of transformation. Maybe transforming a situation that was, what do you call that? Stalemate? Might have been a stalemate. That's getting resolved. Fives can be like some sort of kind of a conflict energy, but also something that needs to change. So the stalemate needs to change. And I think King of Wands is doing just that because they're transforming. Card is Scorpio. The death and rebirth. And again, we have the butterfly image and the flower and the life within the rib cage. I think it's, this change is undergoing, but will be, whatever this movement is, Eight of Wands, King of Wands, the movement will happen in divine timing. And maybe after something else ends, I think it's when the stalemate ends. Why the stalemate? Three of Pentacles, something to do with building something real. Three of Pentacles is a card of building. And there are the bricks. It's under construction. again, the flower image, the two birds and the individual there. You know, that idea of Hierophant, the bird, writing something down. I think he's almost writing down the, you know, the architecture. And it's a cooperative energy. And it's going on, I mean, it's clarifying. They're all clarifying the choice. The choice is to transform, to move forward, to end the stalemate, perhaps with a Queen of Pentacles, and again the Knight of Wands. In that same Wands energy, this is somebody not only taking the leap, but right through the hoop of fire. And I said before, King of Wands is not that erratic energy of Knight of Wands, but Knights are action takers. They have a message to deliver. This thing that the Hierophant, you know, they've been inspired by their higher power, and they're coming in fast with action, but they've been directed by this Hierophant. Now is the time. Go for it. And this person may have to jump through hoops to get there, but they're on point. They're threading that needle. They're coming through the portal of fire because they're inspired. It's almost like they have to take action. They can't not take action. That double negative is significant somehow. We have on the board a lot of Wands energy. Hierophant is Taurus. Temperance is Sagittarius. Magician is Gemini and Virgo. Death card is Scorpio. Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. It's the choice to move it, to get it in gear. Ruth found something to play with. Yeah, this is going to happen. This is going to happen fast, but it necessitates some sort of transformation and a manifestation. You know, bringing something from the realm of ideation into Virgo energy, something grounded. That lightning bolt, all this fire energy getting grounded in divine timing. But the choice to communicate, at the very least, has been made. And also to communicate what the choice is. Stalemate broken. I like that. Broken like this. Somebody's coming in. Passionately. Lots of cards of passion. On fire. On fire. See you next time. Thank you to all of you who watch, like, share, subscribe. And thank you to... God, now I've forgotten his name. Well, I said it at the beginning, and I'll post it in the description. He's good. He's good, and he's fast. He's fast, and so is somebody else. So is somebody else. Till next time, you guys.